Okay, I think all set. All set. Now we can start the lecture. In the morning, we stop here. Apply motivation in public sector. That component, right? So, so how to apply this thing in the public sector? Because we are talking about the e-govern. So it is interesting how to apply this motivation form. Say like if we talk about the Sri Lankan culture, Sri Lankan public sector, actually we are not going to too much of discuss all these matters, but finally, very different from place to place, as well as it is totally different from the private sector, right? Private companies use salary, bonus, promotions, and competition to motivate the staff, but there's a difference in but there's a difference in but there's a difference in public sector, right? So actually, you know that the salaries and the promotions and other things are stagnate. Basically, a cricket team who are playing half of the equipment promotion with that. Yeah, slow promotions. A person work for more than 10 years. Sometime when somebody is uh, eligible for that promotion, but the promotion are getting stagnate due to some kind of financial issues, some kind of administrative issues. Like sometimes the promotion may be kind of a train. So sometimes it comes, sometimes it not comes, right? Then therefore the private sector was safe actually. Most of the workers they do have the pension scheme also, but they feel stuck in that particular job for a longer time. I know some jobs are there. They do not have say like salary in the same job from the age, say like if you say like the one is joining by the age 20, so once he retire by the age 55 he has to do the same thing, very hectic work. So other one is the political influences. So the political influences sometimes people uh, want don't get any without that. Some organizations they do not get anything. Therefore sometimes people are working very hardly, and in the next person from the buyers promotion or some perks or something. So that political influence is highly in the public sector. Other one is the work they are taking. But public servant basically handle a massive workload, right? But hardly get the thank you because with the systems they have, they are doing their best. But when it comparing with some other country or a private sector, people are getting annoyed by their way of working because actually it is not the 50% is not uh, their motivation, but 50% with the resource limitation. Sometimes they have the transfer problem, getting transfer suddenly to another district in the country. So they pack the go there, right? So that kind of problems are having in Sri Lankan culture. So in such situation, what we should do, how we can promote or how we can motivate these public sector employees, right? Uh, say like, although this public sector has it is challenges, people still give their best. We have to appreciate that one very highly, because their motivation comes from a different place, right? It is not like the private sector. Talk about that component bit more. Slide. The number one is people with the job security. People are in safety, right? They know job will not taken back suddenly or disappear. Uh, Therefore, it's like when, if there's rain time to come, if you have umbrella, you have a kind of a security, secure. So that kind of thing with this job security. Another one is, even not like before, even today, respect and recognition, because the people basically, the any one of the any one of the society, they have to meet them once in a life to get to done something. Recognition, it's not selling something like private organization. People have to meet them to get done some work. Therefore, they have a kind of a respect and recognition, as well as the respect, empowerment. Say like, uh, say like all the government workers are working at uh, election duty. Any other people. So that responsibility and the empowerment they are enjoying in that particular time is very valid to their motivation. Other thing is training and development. Basically, uh, governments should be given some kind. So always people are very like to train with new technologies and other thing. Even today, some programs we have conducted, in that programs they are very like to join and learn new things. Actually, they are in the thirsty of learning new thing. The problem is their capabilities are a bit low of them from private institute. Otherwise, they required by the job opportunity, the promotions and other thing. But fundamentally, they like to learn new things. So therefore, it also a motivation to them, because they have an idea that we should develop, contributing to the society. So they are one kind of very, very uh, uh, important one, because their work, the services of the country, their work basically help the citizen, right? Not only that, they run the, they allow to develop the national economy and so on. So, for an example, say like, if the multi-million investor come to Sri Lanka, taking him and accommodating him, the government servant, right? Giving the permissions. Another thing, all are with the government servant, so they have an idea that We have done something to their important. Then how we can apply this type of uh, Maslow, the theories to the public sector? If I say like how the Maslow, most public servants spent many years in the safety stage, but job security is bigger motivation therefore to them. The low salary, the salaries are stable. Most of the employees feel safe because they know that they are going to have this much of salary end of the month through until he retires. So there is that guarantee is very much important. But it's higher needs like esteem, growth, those are often ignored. Those are often ignored. So therefore, when we apply the Maslow theory for a set of person like the government servants, what we have to do, we can think now. This is open discussion which we are conducting. So how we can do that? How to Maslow to be applied to the. So if I am telling, just I am uh, just I am trying to physically they are okay. The group wise they are. Problem is get the recognition. So to get the recognition, what they are using at the moment, the recognition is the recognition from their own jobs. Well, if you are working in say like identity card office, office with some, okay. So if the persons, if they are not motivated well, so we can highlight that one to the thing. You are doing a wonderful job to the country. So it is very critical. So government has make you are a very trustworthy person to the government. So that kind of motivation, recognition, when they are getting, they automatically those levels. We talk about the Herzenberg, uh, Herzberg one, Herzberg theory. So the hygiene factor, and if you can remember the motivation factors, basically hygiene factors are the salary, the policies, and the supervision. So basically, these are often consistent, but maybe become some dissatisfaction of the consistency. However, the motivators like recognition, achievement. So again, the satisfaction is low. Earlier salary policy supervision now all are set up, so therefore there are certain dissatisfaction. But here again, we can say many officers are mentally stuck. Mentally stuck. If we think of the theory X and Y, most use the X. That what? Strict rules, top-down order, no freedom. Just the creativity and because all the time people require the signature in person appear that kind of the therefore changing for a particular set of person is not easy, right? So then how the STT can be applied? Actually autonomy is very low. Competence, it is We can give them the training, and basically what it is depend on the training, so we can give them the training. Let depend on the office culture. So there are differences. The government office, basically government office are the places where people are living in harmony, because unlike the private office, even they do not have much more parties and other thing, people do not have much competition in between to promotion or the whatever the thing, because of it takes longer time. It takes longer time, right? So if you are quarreling with the person, if you try to go up before that particular person, in between that, that means promotion to this quarrel, there are a number of things maybe happen to the both the person. Some may be die, some may be get sick, some may be put in a problem. So in that situations, the other person can come and help that particular person. So therefore, the office culture is much more uh, inviting people to be there. So expectancy theory, if we consider, basically many employee thinks even I work hard, nothing change, right? So expectancy, most of the time motivation is dropped. Now, I know that most of you are not in the government office, but you are in the private office and in the managerial skill. Sometime you may be having controlling 20, 30 people under you. So now you can think using that, which I explained this theory into the public sector. Now you can use these theories to your present situation or present practical problem and find a better way to get out from that. Now we move to the motivation in e-governance and digital work. New system requires new skill, fear reduce the motivation. When we talk about bringing government like e-procurement, e-NIC, like online kind of thing, we usually think the problem is technology. That's the main idea. But actually, the main problem is people's motivation, technology. So here are the few of challenges uh, we are facing. One of the thing is new skill requirement, right? New skill technology is come from the area of the technology, right? As soon as they think that if the computer is going to replace my work, what will I do? Motivation, right? Uncertainty, new requirement to learn new skill and so problematic will be. So other one is the lack of. So no training means no confidence. No confidence means no motivation. Poor infrastructure problem to them. They even can't think the organization or the government is going to buy new computers and set up them here. New system, they are not going to talk about it because very rusty. Because it may be having developed because before 10 year of time using a very old computer. They think that right. So that problem also is the lack of leadership support. Basically, the majority of the people are in at least who born before 1990. 80, 50, right? So they think that old system is better because it's a old fashioned thinking. That is, the old system is better. So that also a problem of the challenges in digital transformation. Other one is the main big problem is resistance to change. There is no any argument on that. In some office formed a habit for 20 years and sudden asking them to scan, upload and automate, right? It's like asking a buffalo to download WhatsApp. It will not ever happen. Ask the practical, the manual work. Okay, scan from here and upload from here and this and that. So they had basically fear. So how to scan where that copy is going? How can I copy? How can I attach to here? How can I send it to here? Will it go there? Don't do I have a copy in my file? That kind of lot of problems come to them. Lot of problems come to them. So therefore the motivation is not there, then those challenges come. Right. Let's move to the next section by point two. What digital project uh, what employee what, what motivates employee during digital projects? Even though digital transformation is challenging, motivation can be increased. Motivation can be the successiveness of such kind of digital implementation projects, right? So uh, there we required huge differences. Okay, so the slide is what motivates employee. So clear communication about the change. Then indicate what are the things going to be changed by the implementation of their motivation getting high because they will understand that still after the computer system has been installed still the system cannot run without me and my power is this, right? Other than telling them the